What is going on, YouTube? What is going on, Kansas City? And what is going on, everybody? And welcome to the Beat of KC. Ladies and gentlemen, we have football. Well, another preseason game. Preseason game number 2, and that is going to be against the Seattle Seahawks. It is going to be a late one for us here in Kansas City, but that is okay because, again, we have some form of football in Chiefs Kingdom. So we're going to quickly dive in. I'm going to talk about 5 key things that I'm going to be watching for and I'm hoping you all are looking for. Number 1 is going to be the offensive line cohesion and pass protection. I do not expect, and I believe they even announced, Patrick Mahomes will not play this game. And so you're going to get a lot of Gardner Minshew. You're going to get a lot of Bailey Zappi. You're probably going to get a lot of Chris Olendokin. So you're going to see those types of guys running this offense. So really giving those quarterbacks the opportunity to have a clean pocket. So I really think that this offensive line cohesion and pass protection is going to be absolutely valuable. We get to see guys like Josh Simmons. We get to see guys like maybe Hunter Norzad actually get out there and play, really kind of start to get some of those secondary guys in. I don't imagine Simmons will play a whole lot. He's going to need as many game reps as he possibly can to a certain degree. So I would imagine he's going to at least play some, but then I expect him to be out of the game. So really kind of getting that backup line, an opportunity to create a good pocket for these QBs. There was not a good opportunity a whole lot for Gardner Minshew, Bailey Zappi, but Chris really kind of was able to really work his way out of some situations. But again, focus on the communication. What are you seeing during blitzes? What type of pickups are you going to be getting? The stunt recognitions, those types of things, especially with these new offensive linemen. They're not going against their buddy anymore. Not that, our chief defensive line is going easy on these guys, but you're going against an opponent that is trying to get to your quarterback, that is trying to disrupt the backfield, that is trying to win the football game. So you're truly going to have to step up and show what you're able to do. Now, number 2 is going to be wide receiver chemistry and route timing. I do not expect to see Xavier Worthy. Rashee Rice, we obviously got some good information on him today. He will be able to probably play in the first 4 games, but then it's going to be questionable. So we at least know we're going to see him in the early portion of the regular season. I don't imagine we'll see a whole lot of Rashee Rice, if at all. Marquise Brown is still dealing with an injury, so I'd imagine that he's probably not going to suit up either. So you're going to get a lot of the backup guys that are truly fighting for those last couple spots, really maybe one spot. So you're going to see Tyquan Thornton. You're going to see, Sky Moore fighting for a spot. You're going to see Brownlee out there fighting for a spot, and so on and so forth. I do think that you should see a lot of Jalen Royals. I'm super excited for him to get out there and run what would be Rashee Route's route tree, kind of the under, crossers, those types of things. See him, kind of connect with some of these guys and really just run the offense fluidly, and that's going to be exciting. So you're going to see these guys working on sharper breaks, making sure the timing with the quarterbacks is good. And a lot of these guys that you're going to see probably have had good timing and good connections with Gardner Minshew and so on. And so I really expect them to kind of connect. But the biggest thing, too, is make sure there's no miscommunications. And I think focusing on where you're supposed to go, where you're supposed to be, and make sure that you're doing what you need to do. Now, number 3, I think to me is one that I'm really focused on because I want to see us run the football more. And I think that that's going to be a significant piece, heading into the regular season. So just get more efficient on early downs with maybe Isaiah Pacheco if he plays. But if not, then you're really getting the opportunity to see guys like Kareem Hunt, which we know what he can do, but then you're seeing Elijah Mitchell getting an opportunity. The biggest one that I really want to see is Brashard Smith. Not giving him an opportunity in the late 4th quarter when he's dealing with the 3rd string, even like late end of the offensive line. Give him an opportunity to run behind a second team offensive line and just see what he's capable of doing. Let him get a screen. Let him get a dump off. Let him run through the guards, up the middle. At least give him an opportunity so Chiefs fans can see what they got. And I think that would be absolutely phenomenal. But again, that comes with testing the outside runs, your zone blocking to align with your offensive line, and see just currently what you have in your offensive line to pair with these running backs. Now, number 4 is going to be the defensive backfield communication. We know that Spags does not like to blitz a whole lot. He does not like to put a whole lot on early season or preseason game film. He just does not want to give the opponent a whole lot to be able to review. So I don't expect a lot of blitz blitzes coming from this defense. So that puts a lot of pressure on the secondary to really make sure that they're playing good man coverage, that when they're in zone coverage, they're doing what they're supposed to do pre-snap, so they're making those adjustments, they're communicating. This is a very heavy offensive line, or excuse me, a very motion-heavy offense in Seattle, so they really like to run, across the line, throw stunts at you, do things like that. So I really think that it's important to make sure that you're communicating in that secondary, especially with younger guys. And I think that that's going to be an important piece too. One that I'm really excited to see is Noah Williams. He continues to kind of make opportunities for himself. We saw it last week in the Arizona game. He played really good coverage inside the red zone. He had a phenomenal play on special teams where he absolutely just blew up the person returning the football. And so I'm really excited to see what he can continue to do. And we had Jaden Hicks, who intercepted the football. So really, again, defensive backfield communication is going to be number 4. Now, number 5, I think, can be said for both sides, and that's how we're going to wrap it up, is red zone efficiency. Making sure the offense is capitalizing inside the 20 without relying on Patrick Mahomes. So really, are you going to be able to convert in the red zone, score points, and win a football game? And I think it goes for the same on the defense. Making sure your coverage is tight. Make sure you're running, closing lanes, forcing field goals, and really instead of touchdowns. So that is going to be my 5 keys to this game against the Seattle Seahawks. I appreciate you all checking out this video. Let me know down in the comment section, who are you excited to look or watch? Jeffrey Bossa, ladies and gentlemen, Jeffrey Bossa is going to be in there. Let me know down in the comment section who you guys are excited to see. What type of, plays are you wanting to see? Which players are you focusing on? All of that. Let me know down in the comment section. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. And as always, how I end every video, have a good day.